Hello guys, this is Apollo 25. New updates on immigration rules and regulations that is obtainable right now in the United States of America based on recent reformations and policies that have been put up by the Donald Trump government. It's advisable that those who with 2 years or 3 years green cards should not leave the state when you know that you have unfinished issue with your residence permit. So we're going to look at this content creator, and she's giving an advice. Is actually suggesting that people, before you make any visit trip or outside the United States, you should consult your lawyer, immigration lawyer, to give you the best suitable advice.
All right, guys, I need for you to listen up. Especially this is for US green card holders with pending permanent residency applications. You need to listen to this. This is very important, okay? If there have been recent policy changes that may affect your travel plans, even if you are a green card holder but your renewal has been denied. If you're a 2-year conditional green card and you have a renewal pending, or a 10-year green card renewal also pending has been denied, traveling abroad could lead to detention upon re-entering to the United States. Okay, U.S. Custom and Border Protection has implemented stricter re-entry protocol for individuals with denied permanent residency applications. So it could be that you have your current 2-year, but you apply and it was denied. Do not leave the country because you're going to have problems coming back. What you need to know. Okay, in regards to the denial application, a denied application for permanent residency may render your current green card status invalid, so increasing your risk of detention or denial during re-entering upon returning back to the United States. So what are the travel risks? Departing the U.S. with a denied application could lead to complications, including being barred from re-entry. So they won't allow you to come back into the country. What do I recommend? Get legal counsel. Make sure that you consult legal counsel before making any travel plans. Seek advice from an experienced immigration attorney to understand how these changes may impact your specific situation. Stay informed regularly. Check official U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services like USCIS and CBP websites for updates on immigration policy. This that I have linked right here is also their YouTube channel that will give you up-to-date information. But don't only rely on this information. Please make sure that you get a reputable immigration attorney and get legal counsel. Your safety and legal status are very important. Ensure that you have all necessary information and professional guidance before traveling internationally. Like I always say, stay connected, stay informed, and follow for more. And most of all, stay safe out there.
So, guys, you just heard what she said about the policies and all that regarding your trip. If you know you have pending issues on immigration, especially when it has to do with your resident permit. And so, we're looking at the content of a practical case now that has affected a woman's niece who actually traveled and is having a problem with re entering into the States because of these new policies that are on ground. And I highly suggest and I highly recommend that you could possibly minimize any plans to travel or make any trips this period until certain issues that have to do with your documentation is rectified. So, what do you have to say about these new immigration policies, laws that have been put up under Donald Trump? The chances that people tend to face over deportation based on unrectified documentation issues.
Hi, everyone. I just got home from work and wanted to say thanks to everyone who's posted some nice comments on my video encouraging us after the incident that happened with my niece at LAX. And to those wondering if I'm trying to seek attention or posting something false, that's not who I am. If anything, I've posted a few videos to my kids on TikTok, but I'm not trying to be an influencer. I came home, I was upset, I wanted to let people know that this was happening. I shot the video. I actually thought I saved it in my drafts, and I was planning to come back later when I calmed down just to edit the text on the video. Didn't know I'd posted it. Woke up this morning. My son called me from work, and he was like, "Hey, Mom, your video is going viral." And I was like, "Couldn't be. I didn't even post it yet." So that shows you how much I know about, trying to get influence on TikTok. To answer some of your questions, my niece was gone for 3 weeks. She'd had her green card for about 6 months. She didn't get it through marriage. She did everything the right way. She went through the whole process to obtain her green card before she got here. She used an immigration attorney to help her through the process. She did not make any false statements on her documents or her application. The family's actually had other friends who have had similar experiences to this. And so it seems like it may be happening more than we think. To those saying that you don't believe me or believe that this happened, I mean, I can't even really blame you. I was driving home thinking, I can't believe this happened. I don't believe it happened. I know this is not legal. Didn't make sense to me either. I wanted to find someone at LAX that I could talk to appeal to, but even the airport security was saying they couldn't go into the area where she was being held. She was able to keep her phone, so we were able to get some communication from her. They did not provide her a translator. She never had a one-on-one meeting with anybody. There was no awareness, no ability to fight for her rights or to appeal what they were doing to her. She had no choice in the process. She's a shy girl. She was terrified. And they basically collected $200 from every person in the room and sent them all back last night. So she was sent back last night before we could even reach out to an attorney. It was after hours and no one was in the office. There was no due process. She was never sent an email, a letter, any notification that the rules had changed for green card holders. There was no grace period once the rules were enacted. So, there was no advance notice, or she probably wouldn't have traveled. I'm trying to learn everything I can. I did look at some of the attorney websites that people posted in the comments, but the conditions that they mentioned in their posts about why someone on a conditional green card might be sent back didn't apply in her case. I also looked at the USCIS website, and the language on the website still says that she should have been able to travel and without problems. So, especially for such a short trip. So, she should have been allowed back in. And, some of you don't believe me, but I'm just saying what my firsthand experience is. This is the truth. I'm not omitting any information. I did it just to warn other people. The truth really doesn't require you to believe it. I just hope it doesn't keep happening. But I'm just putting it out there for people to be cautious. For those of you who are saying that you or someone you know has traveled within the last few weeks out of the country, and you had your green card less than 2 years, I'm kind of curious what airport you came back in through. There's some speculation amongst the immigrant community that different airports might be following different policies or enacting rules differently. I probably won't post about this again because I don't want the family to get nervous. But I just am sad because this goes against everything that our nation has ever stood for. We are a nation of immigrants, and we've always promised people that if they come here legally and they work hard, that they would have an opportunity to improve their lives. And it just seems like that's being eroded, and that makes me really sad. And if I find something that can be done about it, I will actively do my best to stand up for people who are going through these experiences. And you know, I just wish you all the best, and I hope this doesn't happen to you and your family.